Oh, he says he's at work.
Why didn't he say anything? We going back and forth. He didn't say shit.
Hey, all right, shit, we'll kick it off.
It's time to rock this motherfucker.
Read the motherfucking hard way. The views and opinions that come out of my mouth and not Eddie Pendergrass's views and opinions. Mr. Turn off the lights after 8 o'clock. That motherfucker that you all know and love. He does not share the same viewpoints as me, and every man who talks this shit is his own words. I botched the fuck out of that intro. But
weird.
Our main counterpart is indisposed at the moment, I guess.
Making them donuts.
Donuts.
Making the donuts, baby. Making them damn donuts. But,
all right, man. So, all right. So what we got a black Army veteran facing murder charges after shooting and killing a white intruder at his Oklahoma business. Now, the backstory on this is the black dude's got a dispensary.
Medical marijuana. Yeah.
Medical marijuana dispensary. And they got this white cat trying to break in the back door. He did it on 2 separate occasions. The second occasion, the Army veteran was at work. It was like 1 a.m. Open fires, kills the dude. But here's the kicker. My man's marijuana business license had lapsed. So now he doesn't have that castle doctrine or the stand your ground laws working in his favor. They charged old boy with murder.
First, second degree. And then he didn't take a plea deal. Then they upped the ante. First degree. And then they start stacking charges on him with the by him running. Now that his license has lapsed, it's an illegal grow house. So, yeah, all those protections are voided under their law, but it's a gray area, man. They just trying to make an example out of this guy. I mean, the officials came in and told him that he had to make all these adjustments,
renovations,
modifications to his grow house totaling over $100,000. You know,
right. I
mean, how is he supposed to, maintain that? And also, his licensing fees and all that stuff. That stuff is not cheap, and they come hit him with some extra stuff, even though he's up and running.
Yeah. They hit him. Okay, so he had 480 plants, estimated at $1.5 million worth of marijuana. Mm-hmm. So on top of the murder charge, old boy is getting charged with distribution. So they're treating this cat like they broke into a dope house.
Just like that, because of his legal license has lapsed. And on top of that, they're talking about his military background was also a threat. A veteran.
So this is the fuckery that happens when they go ahead and try to regulate the marijuana industry. Years ago, when they were talking about legalizing weed in all these different states, it was Chong from Cheech and Chong.
Okay.
That came out, along with a lot of other people. With this, he was like the most, he's Chong. You know what I mean? So he's like, we don't need regulation. What you need is decriminalization. And this is a huge difference. Don't make it a crime to grow marijuana and you won't run into this shit, but this is the fuckery that we deal with in the United States behind marijuana. It catching cats in these gray areas. I don't know if when the police rolled up, if he told them he was, I guess it's a marijuana operation. So
they knew, they know who he is.
They know.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
How many black, growers in Oklahoma are there? Just saying. They knew what was going on, and I don't understand how they just started stacking these charges just because he didn't take the plea. You know what I mean? He should be able to, go to trial. Shouldn't have to accept the first offer. The first offer was second degree, and he's at work.
Yeah. Yeah. You think this would have happened if he was white?
I don't know. No, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. No, it'd have been over with because he would have never been charged. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had, have to be on his A game every single day when it comes to something like that. He was legally growing, for medicinal, which he was certified,
Yeah. This is when they talk about racism, this is the aspect that is considered institutional racism,
Mm-hmm.
Because now he's going to have to liquidate all his shit. He's going to be out of the weed business.
Yeah, he's done.
Even an accusation to have your fucking license revoked.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, it's a wrap, and that's such a cutthroat business too.
They rarely survive because of all the regulations and all the fees. Mind you, you're growing plants. It's not 100%. You know what I mean? And if you don't have the backing or that financial war chest behind you, it's pretty much you are rolling the dice. And the last thing you need is this kind of, this kind of harassment. You can't defend your own shit. Like, he was just supposed to, fold up, even though, he was making plans, I'm pretty sure, to try to work out something to get his license reinstated. I'm sure he wasn't just going to, fold up and go the illegal route, but let them tell it. You know what I mean? It was an illegal grow house all of a sudden.
Right.
It's just, and like I said, they're using everything, his army, his military experience, everything, saying that, he was like trying to make it seem like he was some type of trained assassin.
That's how they always do it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I just can't stand when they pump him up like that. Well, you do know we found marijuana in his system. So that's a death sentence. We found this in his system. So that means you kill him.
I wonder if they're going to do a toxicology report on this white dude, the intruder.
Probably not. Probably not. This dude, he's trying to break in on the second time. So what? You can't protect yourself no matter what. I mean, what would have happened if the guy went in there and killed the owner?
Right.
You see, that's what
he'd have been a hero. That's what it made it seem. He'd have been a fucking hero. He's dropped a major drug operation. He'd have been Jack Bauer.
Yeah, an illegal drug house. Like, dude, you knew he was the only game in y'all little town or wherever the fuck y'all at, and y'all had it in for him.
Yep.
And he called the cops. You know what I'm saying? It's like, take me to jail, please. Could y'all speed up, please?
Yeah. And this is why people yell, defund the police. This is shit. Like, black people cannot fucking call the cops for anything.
I can't call to protect myself. I don't want to shoot. I'm at work. I don't want to kill nobody. Could you get here, please? The guy's trying to break in my shit.
Yeah. You can't even call the police when someone's threatening your life and your property. That's where we are in America. That's what it means to be a black man in America. That right there should speak volumes to anyone.
Right. And we're not going to get a fair shake. And this is why we're doing a special edition tonight, just solely on this. When I saw it, I just could not stop thinking about it and was like, how fucked up and how lopsided the law is. When you're trying to be legit.
And it's difficult as shit to open up a dispensary business. I know here in Ohio, and I'm assuming there in Oklahoma, just to apply for the license here in Ohio, it was $50,000.
Yeah.
To apply.
I think it's 100 out here.
So there you have class warfare. Nobody, unless you've been dealing drugs or, you came into a bunch of money or you're willing to risk everything that you got right now, you can't get into the dope game legally.
Yeah, think about that background check. It has to be crazy, like intrusive. You know what I mean? Like, from everything. Like, oh, we saw you got into a fight in 3rd grade. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Touch your toes,
the background, the screening process is probably ridiculous. And for them to get up and running, you know what I mean? They had plants certified. You know what I mean?
Bro, here they had the people that intended to grow. So the people that invested in marijuana farms and in processing those products like the CBD oils and all that other shit.
Yeah.
So those guys got together and wrote the fucking legislation to make the rules for licensing here in Ohio. So unless you met a shit ton of different criteria, you couldn't even fucking apply. And then they had a lottery system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
we know about the lottery.
Yeah. So the legalization of marijuana in the United States is a crooked operation from the jump.
It's not just like in the state of Ohio. They do the same thing all with that whole lottery shit. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And what that bankroll is like. Like you said, if you don't hit that criteria, like who is it, just you? Like, let me see some statements and see exactly what type of funding you have.
Yeah.
Like you don't even have, not even close to 6 figures in the bank. We can't even process you. Can't even think about processing you.
On top of that, I read an article, I think it was based in Denver, showing the statistics. Because you would assume that once you have legal recreational marijuana or legal medical marijuana, the arrest for marijuana possession would be down, if not, a thing anymore. Theirs actually went up for black people.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, when they say legalization, it applies to everyone else but us.
Except you. They could get high. Then, that's medicinal. You smoking reefer. That's what you smoking, son. The fuck?
I get it. I
get it, but you don't want to get it. Shouldn't have to get it.
Yeah.
It's so fucking crooked. You know what I mean? It's like they keep trying to say there's, a one America for all. Like, dude, no, sorry, man. No. Sorry. No. It's right there in your face. And there's 2 sets of rules.
Always.
It's frustrating, when you hear stuff like that and people actually trying to be legit, get into this market, get into this field. And yet they still find a way to backdoor folks, in the bankruptcy. Because now the dude, he's the father of 5, man. Him and his wife are both vets. No respect. You know what I mean? No benefit of the doubt. We're going to stack these charges. We're going to throw everything at him, like he's some hardened criminal.
Yeah. Yeah. The perfect American family, 2 people that gave their youth for the protection of this country.
Facts.
Married.
Facts.
Business owner.
Facts on
and
facts.
Father of 5. Protecting his business. Gets arrested for murder charges and marijuana distribution when someone tries to break into his business and his license has lapsed. And they'd already passed some legislation saying that lapsed licenses are still able to operate.
But not
and
for you.
Wonder why black people do not like the police. This is institutional racism to a fucking T.
From top to bottom.
Yeah.
They checked all the boxes on this one. The boxes on this one. And like I said, man, I just couldn't shake it. I read it on my lunch break and was just like, That makes no fucking sense. I'm trying to make it make sense.
Now get this.
None of it.
The whole shit, even with the plea agreements, I don't know if you ever saw documentaries on that, where it disproportionately affects black men.
Oh,
because,
those plea. Oh, yeah.
Because you're threatened with losing your livelihood because they're not going to hold your job while you're fucking fighting a court case.
Right.
You're worried about getting sentenced, for long periods of time just because of the color of your skin. That they get these guys to admit to crimes that they're not guilty of just so they can get back to regular life because they threaten them with long jail sentences.
With football numbers. Yeah,
numbers.
And they're like, I don't want my family. I know guys who said that, told their ladies, don't bail me out. I'm only going to do 30 or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just save because I'm taking the deal. I'll just sit down here in county, Yeah. Cause like I have the dude was telling me I do have the money, but I don't want to spend it on that bullshit ass charge. I'll do my time. You know what I mean? Like you said, they'll plead out. They take these and they start getting, these felonies. They'll rather sit there in the tank and just ride it out instead of paying $5,000, $20,000 or whatever for, legal rep. Nah, I could take a couple, 30, couple months off or whatever. I'm cool. I'll sit here. I'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Which, when you said that, that's the first thing that popped in my mind when I heard my guy telling me that shit. I was like, dude, he was like, yeah, man, I had to sit down for a little bit. He was like, it didn't make no sense for me to spend my last on something away. He's like, I could do too much. That ain't shit.
Yeah.
But
they charge him with first degree murder. And they hit him with that, like, hey man, first degree, that's a life sentence. You got 5 kids.
Yeah.
You ever want to see your children? You ever want to touch your children again? Make it a plea deal for second degree murder. You'll be out in 15. Yeah. Maybe you can see your grandkids. So just imagine hearing that, being a father of 5 and everything that you've invested in life is into this fucking marijuana business that you were trying to protect from an intruder. How fucked up is that?
And they just hit you with the okie doke. Yeah, that's bad. Mm-hmm. That's real bad. And that happens on the daily.
Yeah.
These guys.
And I guarantee you, whatever neighborhood he's in, there was another marijuana business that wanted that spot because you can only put them, in certain distances from each other.
Yeah.
They have an allotted number of dispensaries in certain areas, just so you ain't got a dope house,
right?
Because this is America. You'd have strip mall dope houses.
Yeah, man.
I'm sure there's some shady business behind this shit too. You know what I mean?
And time will tell. You know what I mean? And this happened last year. It's just now coming. He's coming to, trying to get a new bail hearing and a reduced bail. I just don't know why the media hasn't picked up on this and it's not on something 24/7, trying to just talk about the injustice in this. Because like you said, all the boxes are checked for institutionalized racism. Yeah. In this one, this should be the case study.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just right here. This is why we, black folks are upset. Steadily marching, This is it. This is what we're talking about. Can't even be legit. What else do you want? What else do you want?
If you're a white man and you shoot a black kid, you'll be out on your own without being arrested because they haven't decided to charge you yet. They try to wait that shit out. You remember when old boy got dragged he got killed by them dudes just looking at a home under construction.
Oh,
and then they chase him down.
Yeah, the father and son. The lynch mob.
The motherfuckers. They were at home waiting to get charged.
They went home right after that. Yes. Mm-hmm. And don't forget the friend who was filming. So all of them.
But,
can't even defend your own.
Perfect American family doing the right thing. Yeah, that's what happens to you.
And this is what you get for being legit. You know what I mean? And trying to do right by not just your family, you know, but by society standards. Yeah. This is what you get. Mm-hmm. So, brother, I needed to vent. I needed to bounce this off you and see exactly where your head was at on this one and try to get some type of perspective. And we both pretty much at the same conclusion on this one.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to rely on a society that you're supposed to support, you know, and them fail you repeatedly. You know, it's
there
you have it. You know.
Yeah, man. It's that one's another gut punch, man. Again, like you said, I just could not shake the feeling, and just, you know, can't help but put yourself in the guy's shoes and was like, I did everything right. Mm-hmm. I did everything right. You know what I mean? And this is what I get. So what do folks think this turns people into? You know what I mean? You can only take so many L's. And this one, you know what I mean, it devastated his whole family. It's going to devastate his whole family. You know, now, like you said, I'm pretty sure everything was poured into this business.
Mm-hmm.
And now
his family is probably going to lose it all
behind this, trying to get him the legal rep, and just the loss alone from the investment. He put everything into, you know, there's no return on this investment. It's gone. I'm sure they confiscated all those plants. And like you said, that plot will be up and running by year's end by another, you know, medical marijuana grow house.
Oh, yeah.
Sickening, bro.
It is. It is. And this is what we deal with on a daily basis. It's always in the back of our heads. And so, you know, when you try to slay some slick shit to a black dude and he jumps down your goddamn throat, this is the reason why. Because he's on the edge as soon as he fucking wakes up.
Yeah. Somebody had said something about we're exhausted from wearing this fucking armor. Mm-hmm. It gets heavy. It gets heavy, you know, every fucking day, you know, got to put that on. It's like, shit, hold on, got to go back in the house. What would you forget? My motherfucking armor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know, in the words of Wu-Tang, protect your fucking neck. Shit, everything. Damn, fuck. This is so frustrating, man. This unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Yeah. Protecting your own shit. That's like when, you know, somebody breaking in your house and they fuck around and get hurt and they sue you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But this is on a grander, you know, scale, considering dude lost his life, but yet, you know, like you said, they damn near making this guy out to be, you know, they're going to make him out to be a hero or some shit or whatever.
Yeah.
This spin machine, how they do that. And it's how they find a defense for that. You know, and they going after this guy because you can't have any felonies or anything in your record to apply for this stuff, right? You have to be fucking, you know.
Well, I don't know there. I mean, shit, you saw Rick Ross got a spot.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, you know, so it can't be, it's like that here in Ohio. I don't know, you know, anywhere else. But, you know, if he would have been convicted of something, that shit would have been in the paper. Oh, they ran down every fucking thing he did just to make him look like a repeat offender.
Yeah, a kingpin. Yeah,
yeah.
I got you. You're right. You're right. So I'm assuming only thing they come up with is just a black army vet.
Yeah,
that's it.
Trained assassin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Master of hand-to-hand combat. He could have disarmed this intruder
because of his military background.
Yeah. Yeah, he knew other ways and tactics and methods to subdue a human without murder because he's been trained.
Yeah, he's been trained, bruh. Thank you. Thank you for your fucking time.
Hell yeah.
This shit. Man, we got to figure something out. Definitely got to figure something out because this ain't working.
No.
This is not working. I'm sorry. This is yeah, this is definitely heartfelt. And yeah, fucked up is fucked up. So that's all I got, man.
Shit, man. We'll do it again.
Indeed, man. Yeah, again, special edition. You know, definitely had to bring that out because one of those, if you don't see it out there, you put it out there your damn self. And so we did this evening. So thanks again. And yeah, man, until next time.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Peace.